What's going on, everybody? Today I want to take you through my entire $25,000 Funko Pop collection. I started collecting Funko Pops, I believe, back in 2017. So this is everything that I've amassed throughout the years, and it's quite a bit of stuff. And without any further ado, guys, let's get it started. Here we go. All right, what better place to start, guys, than the background of my videos. We're going to check out all of the different pops that I have back here. But real quick, I wanted to let you guys know about my next Whatnot auction that's coming up this next Monday. Like I said, it's over on the Whatnot app, and these are going to be all the different things that I have available. There's a good mix of some rare stuff, some newer stuff, and even some out-of-box stuff. And that's over on the Whatnot app, guys, which is basically an awesome platform for anything, you know, buying and selling anything collectible. Obviously, I like to focus on Funko Pops there, and if you're a first-time user, you can get $15 off your first purchase. So if you're interested in anything here or anything across the entire app, you can use that link down below to get $15 off. But if you're interested in the auction and you want to join me, guys, this next upcoming Monday, definitely check out the links down below. It's going to be a fun time. Back to the background where I film my videos. So let's start off right here, guys. So these right here are where I hold just some fun pops, just for some, like, I don't know, just some fun display. So these are vaulted vinyl display vault airs, but we could get started off with the Spider-Man pops that I have right here. So Spider-Man Noir from Into the Spider-Verse. I think I have almost all of the Into the Spider-Verse pops. There might be a couple that I'm missing, but this Spider-Man right here, guys, comes from the attraction that's over in California Adventure in Disneyland. So that's kind of a fun special Spider-Man pop. And we also have the Miles Morales with his whole like get up where he's wearing the Jordans, the hoodie, and everything like that. This is probably one of my favorite Spider-Man pops for sure. Down here, guys, I have some of my favorite baseball pops. I'm a huge baseball fan. So this one is the New York Comic-Con exclusive Babe Ruth and like his home run stance, if you will. I'm a huge Braves fan, so Ronald Acuna Jr. is a must. He's one of my favorite players. And also Ken Griffey Jr., one of the greatest, I would say, hitters of all time. And this one's a pretty cool one too. They gave this away at a Mariners game, so it's a pretty special pop. Down here, guys, we have some of the Pop Digital Looney Tunes pops. So these were ones that you had to get online, opening up like digital packs. So I have Yosemite Sam, Foghorn Leghorn, and also the Roadrunner. So some pretty cool ones right there. And up above here, guys, I kind of have just some random like Spider-Man stuff to kind of go along with the three that are right here. So some out-of-box pops, some sodas. This is a prototype soda that I got from Funko Fun Days. If you guys aren't aware of what a prototype is, it's basically like kind of like the test figure that they make before they actually make the actual print of it. So this is the Miles Morales Chase, actually. So that is pretty sweet. We also have a Spider-Ham, one of the meme pointing Spider-Man. We have Spider-Man Noir soda, Spider-Punk, the soda to go along with it, Spider-Man India. We also have the regular, you know, colored version of Miles Morales in soda form, and then a little Peter B. Parker. Next to here, guys, I just have some random stuff that's kind of scattered throughout. I got a Wasatch Pop sign that's in the back right here. My wife gave this to me for my birthday a couple of years ago, so that's pretty cool. A little Braves pennant right there. Some of these really cool Super 7 SpongeBob Skull Pants figures, and also the Culture Fly SpongeBob melts. We have SpongeBob and also Doodle Bob right here. I think these make great display pieces. So those are pretty cool. Moving right along, guys, we have a Kid Robot Fry figure. I love Futurama. A couple of other random figures on this Funko sign. I guess I could talk about this Funko sign. I had a buddy of mine get this from a Hot Topic that was going out of business, and then he bought it, he sold it to me, and it's been in my collection ever since. And I think it makes a great piece for the background when I film videos. Just some other random things, like one of the collectible Frosty figures. These are some fun figures that I got from Tokyo Disney in Japan. What else do we have? Some more Kid Robot, a random Freddy Funko figure, and then we'll head down to this little display. So these right here, guys, are my favorite Simpsons pops. Well, some of the most valuable ones, I should say. We got Homer Simpson, Bart Simpson, and Marge Simpson. Probably three of the hardest Simpson pops to find. We'll get into some more here in a second. But speaking of hard pops to find, guys, we have the original SpongeBob pops with Patrick. This one's the glow in the dark one, a Hot Topic exclusive SpongeBob, and also Mr. Krabs. He's pretty scary looking, not gonna lie, but still a fun pop. And then we have some Futurama down here, one of my other favorite animated animated TV shows. We got Fry, Leela, and also Bender. And then some random out-of-box pops that I have kind of in the middle of these displays. We have White Goodman. We have one of the Disco Zombies from Plants vs. Zombies, Gingy from Shrek, Sully from Monsters University, Nathan Drake from Uncharted, and I believe this to be an Abominable like Chomps popsicle figure. I can't remember what they call them specifically, but I'm pretty sure that's what that is. And then a bunch of just random like Simpsons figures and pops and things in here. This is a Charlie Brown U2s that I have in here. Not sure what he's doing with all the Simpsons stuff, but Lego minifigures, some, what else do we have? Some Kid Robot figures, Burger King toys, Kid Robot stuff, another random Freddy Funko, the Mr. Sparkle figure right there, the Funko Pop. And then before we head up to the pops right here, guys, we have the skateboard deck. This is a Funko product, which is pretty cool. Zombie Bart skateboard deck. If I'm gonna display any skateboard deck back here, it's gotta be, you know, Simpsons related, I would think, or something I'm interested in. And I think the design on this one is awesome. But some other random figures, Project Fred. We have a Homer and the Hedges Funko Pop, a U2's plush of Spyro. I love Spyro. Somebody did some custom artwork for me of this Wasatch Pop kind of design right here. And then moving right along up to these figures, we have a couple figures from Kung Fu Panda. We have Poe and Tigress, How to Train Your Dragon with Toothless and Hiccup, some random Lion King ones with Simba and Scar. We have a flocked Bigfoot right here, which is pretty awesome. This one is the Jolly Jacko. So this released at New York Comic Con just last year. And this is actually signed by Gary V, if you guys know who he is. Some other Simpsons figures with Itchy and Scratchy right there. We have some more Pop Digital NFT pops with Dino and Wilma. I think she's holding a little Pebbles. Yeah, she has a little Pebbles figure next to her right there. These pops right here are signed by the voice actors of Pinky and the Brain. I actually met them, was it a year or so ago? And got these pops signed, so that was pretty awesome. Arthur, I love that show growing up, so we have Arthur and DW right here. Speaking of another signed pop that I have, Courage the Cowardly Dog. This is the voice actor for Courage. I got that at FanX, which is a con here in Salt Lake. We have Clifford right here, which is the flocked one. Love that show back in the day. Kratos and Atreus from God of War. Great game right there. Crush and Bruce, which are some great Pixar figures. I loved Finding Nemo. These ones are some harder figures to find for sure. We have Johnny Bravo and Dexter, some Cartoon Network classics. Bluto and Popeye. I think these are really fun. Garfield and Odie. We have Poochie from The Simpsons and Evil Homer, which is great. Got Doc Hudson, Mater, Omni-Man, Invincible, Ted Lasso, the Chase, and also the Con exclusive, Snoopy and Woodstock, and also Charlie Brown. I think this is just a good example of just some of the stuff that I really enjoy, and I just like these pops a lot. Okay, moving right along, guys, kind of going forward. This is where I house some of my Freddy Funkos from the sets that come from all the different Pop Digital lines. So I can go through these pretty quickly and let you know all of the ones that I have. So Freddy Funko Popeye, Freddy Funko Buddy the Elf, Neo Freddy. We also have Beast Freddy. This one I think is Freddy Funko as a Death Eater, if I'm not mistaken. Freddy as Eddie from Stranger Things. We have a baby Freddy. Freddy as Aang. Fred Flintstone. That is a mouthful for sure. Freddy Bugs Bunny. We have an April Fool's Freddy right there. One of the Retro Toys ones. Space Ghost Freddy. Freddy is the Amazing Carlos, a Space Jam Freddy. Freddy Funko is Dig'em Frog, a Nickelodeon Freddy that's all slimed with a Nickelodeon Choice Awards. Freddy Funko is Reptar. We have a Freddy Funko Phantom, I think, kind of like a Phantom of the Opera one. Space Freddy. We also have Invisible Man Freddy, Grim Reaper Freddy, and Pumpkin Freddy. If we come straight down from here, guys, this is where I have all of my different pins. So I collect a bunch of different enamel pins as well. So I figured I'd show those off real quick. Good mix of Disney, places that I've been. My dad used to have a job where he worked kind of with like the space NASA kind of stuff. So I have a bunch of those kind of pins right there. And then we also have a bunch of different Funko pins from different content creators that I've met along the way. Like I said, a bunch of different Funko stuff, some Simpsons pins. These are all from different ballparks that I've visited. I like to get pins from every different MLB ballpark that I go to. And then just some random Disney pins that I've had from international Disney parks. But anyways, yeah, I guess that's my random pin collection. Coming back over here, guys, I have an arcade one-up of The Simpsons. So this has two different arcade games in it. The original, arcade Simpsons game. And also, I think The Simpsons Bowling, if I'm not mistaken. That's why, there's that little wheel in the middle right there. So that's pretty sweet. We also have just some random like Simpsons stuff that's kind of stacked on top of this. Some Lego minifigures, if you will, some plush that are kind of just creeping back there. So if you guys want to take a look at those, have a random shelf of just like some other random stuff. This is actually pretty cool, guys. This is a Ghastly figure from the Cast. They have their own toy company, essentially, or collectible company, if you will, of Mischief Toys. So this is one of their figures. We also have some Kid Robot stuff, some Funko stuff, Hot Wheels of the Simpsons, the giant Homer Pez dispenser. These are actually Funko products of, I think, Blocks. It was a line that Funko made a while ago, but this is Homer and Krusty. A 3-liter soda right here, so giant Funko soda of the Iron Giant. And then if we come right over here, guys, I have some Bitty Pops of Simpsons Treehouse of Horror. So these all came in a Halloween advent calendar, if you will. So those are pretty sweet. I put together this puzzle a few years ago, so I have it hanging in the corner right here. And this, I think, has almost every single Simpsons character in it. That was definitely a hard puzzle to put together, but some more random Simpsons pops back here, guys. Some Jack-specific Simpsons figures, bunch of different random boxes. I have some random plush down in here as well of like Bob's Burgers and everything, but that essentially covers the corner right here, the background as well, right above you and right to the side. So I'm not entirely sure if I'll go through every single figure that's behind all these different ones on these shelves, but these shelves are awesome, guys. They hold a lot of different figures, so there's a lot of different things from my collection in these, but I think you'll get a good taste if we just kind of go over everything. So up here, guys, is gonna be some pops from Up and some different Pixar movies. I actually have a signed Ed Asner pop that's back there. He's the guy that voiced Carl right there, and I think there's some pops from the movie Coco that are back there as well, but we have the Carl and Ellie 2-pack, which is pretty sweet. Some aliens dressed as characters from the movie Up. And we also got a Kevin figure too. A good chunk of my Simpsons collection is actually in this little shelf right here, guys, but I can at least show you the ones that are up front. Sorry for the glare. There always is a glare down here in this room, but we have Automan, we have Comic Book Guy, Mr. Burns, Chief Wiggum, Barney Gumble, Krusty the Clown. This is one of the original ones that goes a part of those that set of 3 that I showed earlier. Mr. Plow, Bartman, Lisa, Maggie, and there's a bunch of other Simpsons figures that are behind here. And a good majority of them are gonna be like your red box Simpsons stuff. So we have like Ralph Wiggum in there, USA Homer, Radioactive Man. I think it would take a long time to take them all out, but you get a good idea of all the different ones that are there. I'm pretty sure I'm Simpsons complete. So just imagine the rest of the red box Simpsons pops that are there. Right here, guys, we have some Sesame Street pops, which are awesome. I love this set, guys. They actually just recently came out with some new Sesame Street pops, so those are pretty cool. But if you guys want to take a look at these, we got Cookie Monster, the Count, Elmo, Ernie. This is actually a fun one. We have Jim Henson with Ernie. I figured I'd throw him in there. The creator of Sesame Street. We have Super Grover. We have Bert. We have Oscar. Harry Munster, we got Grover. These right here are some fun Super 7 mystery figures, guys, from Sesame Street as well. And then back behind here, guys, is gonna be kind of random. There's some Simpsons Treehouse of Horror figures. Also, oh yeah, there are a couple of different Sesame Street figures in here as well with like Kermit and Elmo. I guess that's more Muppets, but you get the idea. It's a good mix of Sesame Street and then just some leftover Simpsons that's behind. Down here, guys, is just kind of a random smaller like middle shelf that has a bunch of different Funko NFTs. I want to say there's like 15 different ones, but obviously this is one of my favorite sets, so I'm going to have it up front, but these are a part of the Space Jam Pop Digital line. Swag Hammer with the Nerd Looks right here. That's the Grail in the set, limited to $9.99. We have the Purple Monstar. I didn't know his name was Bupkis, but there you go if you didn't know that. We have Lola Bunny. We also have the Secret Stuff Bugs Bunny, which is pretty cool, and Daffy Duck in like his jersey armor get up. If you remember the part of the movie, you would get this. But like I said, everything behind here, guys, is going to be more pop digital stuff. So you have your April Fool's stuff. There's like the Burning Pack back there, which is fun. This is a part of the fantastic plastic set, guys. So Juan Calavera, this was one of my favorite pops of last year for sure. I love the design on it. We have the Balloon Proto, which that's a pretty cool pop because it's like translucent. And these right here are kind of an overflow of the Freddy Funkos that I couldn't fit in what I was showing you before, guys. So we have like the Slayer, is it the Zombie Slayer Freddy, I believe, Zombie Pirate, the Night Freddy. We have kind of the Popposite Freddy, if you will. I believe that's the Grail of the set where he has the bigger head and the smaller body. And then this one's kind of like a Frankenstein type figure. This is Carl from the Fantastic Plastic line. Right below that, guys, I have some Bob's Burgers pops, and behind these are going to be like animated pops as well, but I'll go into all the different Bob's Burgers pops that I have. Linda Belcher, Bob, Tina, Jean, Louise, Burger Suit Jean, which is pretty cool. Beef Squatch, we have a Bikini Burger Linda, Butt Loose Tina, and Teddy. And then I'll just give you a few examples of what's behind here. So actually, a good majority of my Futurama pops are going to be back here, and then some other animated stuff, I think, is a majority. Actually, yeah, this whole row right here is going to be Futurama. So you got like Nibbler, you got Professor Farnsworth, Zap Brannigan, Robot Devil, and Zoidberg. So that gives you a good taste. Obviously, there's more stuff behind it, but a good taste of what's there. Down here on the very bottom, guys, is going to be all different Disney pops. So up front right here are some of my favorite ones, guys. These are ones that were exclusive to Disney parks, so Disneyland, Disney World. And there's a few that I'm still looking for, but these are definitely some fun sets for sure, guys. We have Ezra right here from the Haunted Mansion. So one of the hitchhiking ghosts right here. Jolly Roger from Pirates of the Caribbean. Figment, obviously he's from Epcot. We have the Abominable Snowman from the Matterhorn bobsleds. Indiana Jones from the Indiana Jones ride. We have the Tiki Room 2-pack with Pele and Barker Parrot. We have Orange Bird, which I believe is the mascot over in Disney World because, you know, oranges in Florida. And then we have the Brer Rabbit and Brer Bear, Brer Fox. I think that covers all of them. 3-pack right here, guys, of Splash Mountain. This obviously is not an attraction anymore. So that is definitely a very special Funko Pop to me and a lot of people, I would assume. But like I said, it's more Disney behind here, so I'm just going to show you a couple back here. We have Scrooge McDuck, Pumbaa, Rafiki, Timon. That's a part of that same Lion King set that I showed earlier. And one of my favorite Incredibles pops, guys, we have Fire Jack Jack. So I suppose since we are already sitting here on the floor, we might as well just head on right over to the next shelf on the bottom. And this, guys, is full of Scooby-Doo pops and a couple of other random pops, mostly Scooby-Doo. I'll maybe show you in a second. But as far as all the different Scooby-Doo pops that I have up front right here, we got Scrappy, we have the Creeper, which is a cool one. I think this is one of the first Scooby-Doo monsters that they made, if I'm not mistaken. So that's definitely a fun one. Captain Cutler, Werewolf. We have Freddy Funko as Shaggy Blacklight. That one's only limited to 750 pieces. So that's pretty sweet. We have a Flock Scooby-Doo, Snow Ghost. All three of these are going to be a part of that Pop Digital, I think the first ever Scooby-Doo Pop Digital set. So Snow Ghost, Charlie the Robot, the Ghost of Redbeard, and also Shaggy. And then I'll move out a couple of these so you can see kind of what's behind there, get at least a little peek. See, what did I tell you? More Scooby-Doo and some some random Shrek. These are the original Shrek pops. So Shrek, Puss in Boots, Donkey, and then some of the other, you know, Mystery Machine gang members, if you will, Velma, and also Daphne. But like I said, there's more Scooby-Doo behind there, but that just gives you a good taste. Up here are going to be all different video game pops. So these are video games, guys, that I enjoyed playing as a kid. I'm also a big PlayStation guy, so you'll see a good mix of PlayStation stuff in here as well. But we'll start on over right here, guys. We got Banjo-Kazooie. I love that game. I didn't really play a ton of N64 growing up. I more played it at my friend's house because I didn't personally have one, but Banjo-Kazooie is a character that I love because it was a game that I played with my buddies back in the day. We have Sly Cooper, one of my favorite PlayStation games. Original Knuckles, you know, even though he's terrifying looking, I love the original mold of Knuckles. We have Sackboy, one of my favorite PlayStation games with Little Big Planet. Speaking of PlayStation, we got Ratchet and Clank right here, a great 2-pack for sure, and I love all the different games that they've made. Classic Sonic, this one's Flocked, and also the original Tails. He's pretty scary, equally just like Knuckles. But we have Spyro and Sparks, love that game. And Twisted Metal Sweet Tooth. I gotta say, this is probably one of the most detailed pops that you'll see. And then giving you a little bit of a sneak peek of what's behind here, guys. Not showing everything, but I have Ellie from The Last of Us. I've enjoyed playing that game on the PlayStation. We have Metal Sonic right here, Metal Knuckles, Amy, and then I do have all the Pac-Man pops. So we have one of the Pac-Man ghosts, Blinky. But yeah, I love the video games pops, guys, and I love collecting them, and that's just a little taste of what I've got. So this right here, guys, is kind of like a random sports mascot shelf, if you will. There's some stuff that's in box and out of box, as you can see, but we'll kind of go through every single. So the inbox stuff is mostly going to be NBA mascots. As you can see, you got the Suns, the Raptors, the Sonics, which is not a franchise anymore, but I still have the mascot back there, the Hornets, the Bulls, and I think the one behind that is the Spurs. And then just some more random like baseball mascot type stuff. Actually, this isn't a mascot right here. This is a Mike Trout prototype that I got from a Funko event a few years ago. So that is a pretty special piece in my collection because I do love baseball. Bunch of different MLB mascot pops right there. Some sodas as well. So this is one, if you guys don't know, Funko actually sponsors a minor league baseball team, and they'll do some giveaways throughout, you know, the past couple of years that they've been sponsored. So they have some random like pops and Funko sodas. So these are the Everett Aquasox sodas that they've given out, at least some of them. We have a Shohei Ohtani that's up here. I know this isn't necessarily baseball, but we have Gritty, the mascot of the Philadelphia Flyers, probably one of the craziest mascots in sports. And then some more baseball back there, but yeah, random mascot shelf, if you will. Up here, guys, is going to be every single, for the most part, every single Looney Tunes pop that I own. And there are some really fun ones, some really rare ones, original ones, if you will. We got Speedy Gonzalez in here. We have original Daffy Duck, the Super Daffy Duck right here, limited to 2,000 pieces. Pete Puma, that's limited to 1,000. Probably one of the more rare Looney Tunes pops that you'll see. We have Taz right here, Wile E. Coyote, Sylvester and Tweety, Bugs Bunny, original Roadrunner, Pepe Le Pew. And then, like I said, there's just more Looney Tunes pops that are back here. We have King Bugs Bunny. What else have we got in here? Another version of Bugs Bunny. Another Bugs Bunny. He's going to be all Bugs Bunny. No, we have the Wile E. Coyote that's part of that Pop Digital set that I showed off earlier with like Foghorn Leghorn and Yosemite Sam. This is actually the Grail of that set, guys. The Grail Wile E. Coyote, where he's all like accordion looking because he was probably smashed by an anvil or a rock, I would imagine. And then we have another Looney Tunes back here with Gossamer. So that gives you a good idea of the different Looney Tunes pops that I have. I think there's a couple that I'm missing, but I'm almost Looney Tunes complete. And up here, guys, is going to be a bunch of different cereal ad icon pops. And I don't know what it is, but I love the cereal mascot pops. I think they are so fun. The characters are awesome. The colors pop really well. And so that's why I really like collecting them. So we got like Trix Rabbit right here, Toucan Sam, Lucky the Leprechaun, Sonny the Cuckoo, Boo Berry right there, Tony the Tiger. This one's the flocked one that's limited to 2,000 pieces. Frankenberry, Count Chocula, Yummy Mummy, and also Fruit Brute. And like I said, there's more ad icons behind here, cereal characters. Like to just give you a little taste, a little bit of an example, we have Quake right here. We have Cornelius, the Cornflakes, rooster? Is that what he would be considered? Coco the Monkey. We also have Sugar Pops Pete and Barney Rubble from Cocoa Puffs with Cocoa Pebbles. Not Puffs, Pebbles. Anyways, you get a good idea. Cereal mascots. Okay, up here, guys, it's kind of like a Looney Tunes extension, but I have some Space Jam pops that are up here. And like I said, there's some more Looney Tunes pops that are behind this one, but we've got Bugs from Space Jam, Marvin the Martian, the Taz Chase with the grinning teeth, the Blue Monstar, and then just some random Looney Tunes stuff right here. There's like this fun little pop and DVD combo that's back there, another prototype, some Legos. So yeah, a little Looney Tunes Space Jam top part of the shelf. And then right here, guys, we're gonna go over to my desk where I edit, but like right along the wall right here, we have some pop like comic covers and stuff, which I thought were pretty cool because I do like Spider-Man, so I figured I'd hang up a couple of those on the wall. So we have Venom, we have Black Suit Spidey, we have the first ever Amazing Spider-Man right here. This one's kind of a fun one, guys. This is a VHS cover that's signed by the voice actress of Boo back in the day, so that's kind of a fun one. And then we have this really cool Amazing Spider-Man comic cover. I think this one looks great. And then just some random things, guys. I have a random Major League Baseball scratch off thing, which I actually need to update this. Anytime I go to a ballpark, you can scratch it off right there. And then just a random picture of me and my wife when we went to an eBay Funko event over in Hollywood. And I know it may seem a little bit messy, guys, but this is where I edit all of my videos at my desk right here. It's got some random figures. This is some figures of like me and my wife and a figure of my dog. I have a wiener dog named Rudy, if you guys have seen him in some videos. But like, it's just a bunch of just random stuff. Got like a label printer right here, my old laptop that I use sometimes. Actually, I got some new pops in the other day, and I can show you a little bit of those. I think I'm going to save these for another video, but these are the new Pop Digital Scooby pops that have some, well, obviously Scooby and some different monsters in there. So there gives you a little sneak peek of that. I have a little 32-inch TV. You can see me in the reflection right there. I like to watch YouTube videos on that whenever I'm working and stuff. And then some Sandlot pops right here, guys. Sandlot is a really special movie to me because it was filmed all here in the state of Utah, where I'm from. And I actually have a couple of different pops that are signed by Smalls Ham, but then some regular ones like by Squints, and then we have Benny, the Beast, and also Squints and Wendy Peppercorn 2-pack. I just like those ones. I think they deserve their own shelf. I've got a Liquid Death mini fridge. I know, kind of random. I bought this from one of my buddies that had it available in his shop, and I figured, you know what, this would make a perfect thing on my desk for my drinks. So that's what's in there. And then it's some random stuff like some Lego figures of Sonic and Tails. This is a Funko Soda of Tails. I have a Spider-Man versus Spider-Man, the meme pointing Spider-Man. These are prototypes, actually. Got one at a Funko event, and then I bought one from another collector to complete the 2-pack. So that is a very special piece that I have in my collection. And then I also have another cover right here, Vince Carter. This is Slam. He's one of my favorite basketball players, guys, and I always used to love playing as him back in all the different NBA video games that I played back in the day in like dunk contests and stuff. But speaking of NBA, guys, I have a signed Damian Lillard pop. I actually met him in person and got this one signed. He actually played college basketball here in Utah, so he was coming back to visit, and that's how I got this pop signed. And then right behind where I sit, guys, I have like my whole Funko Soda collection should be in here. So this whole top row is going to be different chases from different things. So like Charlie Brown, Scooby-Doo, there's a Roger Rabbit in there. I won't go into super crazy detail, but you can see all the different ones that I have. Some more common stuff as well. There's actually a couple of chases that I think are mixed in here. Like that Shrek, I think, is a chase. Some cereal ad icon sodas in there too. So yeah, they don't really make a ton of Funko Sodas anymore, but these are the ones that I've kept along the way. And I don't know what to say really about all the pops that are back here, guys. This is kind of an overflow of newer pops that I have, and there's some mixed in older pops that are quite valuable, actually, like the Samurai Jack in a Coup 2-pack that's back there, the Marvin the Martian ride, the Splash Mountain ride's pretty valuable. This is a new one, Philip J. Fry, the Shut Up and Take My Money, Philip J. Fry. There's some Napoleon Dynamite pops that are back in there. Those are some older ones too. Some newer pops that I've gotten, you know, from some recent videos like Futurama, The Simpsons. I love that Homer pop right there. So, I mean, that's going to be a majority of what's back here, guys. I mean, just mix of new stuff that I really wish I had another shelf for, but I really don't have the space. Another little, this is kind of like a Spider-Man shelf, if you will. I won't really go much into detail down here, but a bunch of different random in-box Spider-Man pops, some out-of-box ones. Some things are knocked over. I probably should have put those back up. And then just some other ones. And like I said, more overflow, guys. There's no rhyme or reason to what's back here, but if you guys want to take a look at some of the stuff that I have down here, some more Spider-Man. We got some Shrek that's back in there. And then I don't know what these are doing here. These used to be on my desk. I need to find a spot for these. Just some random out-of-box stuff. Okay, moving right along, guys. So this wall right here holds some pretty cool pops. These are all my favorite chase pops that I've collected throughout the years. These are pretty sweet, guys. You can check them out right here. Schoolhouse Rock Bill, Jack Armored. We have a Tails chase. Simon. This one's pretty cool. Like the Simon Says Simon. The buttons glow in the dark for the chase. This one's pretty awesome because this was a chase from a local Comic-Con of mine. This is like a Pop Asia Fireman, Toy Soldier, Nacho Libre, one of my favorite chases for sure. Supersonic, Crash Bandicoot, Mr. Incredible, Bender, which is another awesome chase, and also Darkwing Duck as Negaduck, or is it Negatron? I think it's Negaduck, but anyways, moving down, guys, right below that. So these are pops that are a part of my collection challenge series that I'm doing, which essentially, guys, these are all pops. They're a part of a list of things that I've wanted to add to my collection for a while now, and I'm doing it all self-funded, starting with $0, guys, so I'll find deals on Facebook Marketplace and sell those things, and then buy grails with the profits that I make. So this is kind of where I'm at so far. If you guys want to take a look at some of those pops that are a part of that series, we have Ray Gun Stewie, we have Mouth from the Goonies, we have George Sanderson from Monsters Inc., the original Count Chocula, Mr. Incredible, Elastigirl, original Kermit, Swedish Chef, I love that one a lot, Barbossa, Fun SpongeBob, and also Peter LaFleur from Dodgeball. But like I said, this is an ongoing kind of like section right here. I'll be adding pops here and there from that series. Definitely check out the series if you haven't already. More random pops, guys. There's some more like kind of valuable stuff, some other things that I just really enjoy. There really is no rhyme or reason to these pops that are down here, but some pops from the Goonies, guys, with Data and Chunk, original Miss Piggy. We have Steve Van Doren, a Vans pop. He's the creator of Vans. We have the Alien, the original Toy Story Alien, original Buzz Lightyear. Retro Chuck E. Cheese. I love Chuck E. Cheese back in the day. I don't really go as much as I used to, but that is definitely a fun pop if you didn't know they made that guy. We have a metallic Lucky Cat, Tony Hawk. I loved, I love Tony Hawk. I love all the different video games back in the day. That's kind of my love of skateboarding, is from those video games. We have Sheriff Ralphie from A Christmas Story and the Flocked Animal. So that gives you a good taste of just this random little shelf section that I have back here. And this, my friends, will probably wrap up the majority of my collection. I don't really want to dig through everything here, but I'll give you a good idea of what's behind all these different things. So if we start over here, guys, a lot of what's going to be behind these, or actually let's just start up front and then I'll tell you what's behind. So these are two different Snoop Dogg pops. I got this from the Doghouse Snoop Dogg opening. Funko opened a little pop-up shop with Snoop Dogg about a year or so ago, and I went to the grand opening. I got these pops, so that was pretty sweet. And then I also have the Karl Malone and John Stockton NBA Jam 2-pack. I'm a massive Utah Jazz fan, and so I had to get this 2-pack for sure, guys. I remember playing this game back in the day. But behind these are going to be a bunch of different like NBA pops of like legend players like Michael Jordan. All the old school players are behind here. But up front, guys, are going to be a lot of different like Freddy Funkos that didn't fit on that shelf that I showed earlier on in the video. So we have some Funko Fusion Freddys like Mecha Freddy, Eddie Funko. We have Summertime Freddy. That was a Fun Days exclusive. Basketball Freddy, Headless Freddy, Danny Phantom Freddy, Ted Lasso Freddy, Freddy Funko as the spooky space kook from Scooby-Doo, Freddy Ranger, we have Freddy Funko Marvin the Martian, Pirate Freddy, a Hiking Freddy, and these are all different ones that I got. It's kind of hard to see because there's a little section right here that's kind of blocking them off, but these are all pops that I got last year from different conventions. So these were all from the C2E2, the Chicago Comic-Con, and also San Diego Comic-Con. So those are pretty sweet. And a majority of what's behind here, guys, is more Freddy Funkos, more original Funko kind of stuff. So you get a good idea. Over here, guys, this is a random shelf, not gonna lie, but all my different Peanuts pops, Charlie Brown pops are gonna be right in here. So you got Charlie Brown, you got a Snoopy with a bunch of different Woodstocks right there. We also have Linus, and like I said, a bunch of other Charlie Brown pops are gonna be back there, so all the different characters. I have some Flintstones that are right in here, and there's some more Flintstones that are behind this one, but Barney Rubble. We have a signed Gabriel. I've got a signed Gabriel Iglesias right here. I think I got this from a Funko event. I can't remember, but that one's pretty sweet. We have a Chester Cheetah. This is the Flaming Hot Chester Cheetah, and he has flames underneath him that glow in the dark. One of my favorite ad icons for sure. Big Boy Burger, some Pirates of the Caribbean pops right here, guys. Captain Jack Sparrow, Curse Barbossa, and he's got the little monkey in there. Can you see him? He's kind of hard to see. There's more Indiana Jones pops that are back in here, but there's some random ad icons that are in here as well that are mixed in, and then stuff from like some random movies and things. So anyways, that's that section right there. And then everything right here, guys, in this smaller section that's right below that are going to be all of my different MLB pops that didn't fit, on the mascot shelf. So up front, guys, are all the original MLB mascots, and these are some of my favorite pops for sure. Mariner Moose, Mr. Met, Mr. Redlegs, Orbit, Philly Fanatic, Swinging Friar, Wally the Green Monster, another Mariner Moose, some of the Aqua Sox pops, guys, with Webley. And then back here, guys, are going to be a bunch, like behind these are going to be a bunch of different like baseball stadium giveaway pops. And then down here, guys, like every single one of the pops that are behind there, here, this shelf is almost full. It goes back maybe like 3 or 4 deep, are all Nickelodeon pops. I love Nickelodeon, guys. Like I've watched almost every single Nickelodeon cartoon back in the day, but I'll show you at least the pops that are up front right here, guys. Timmy Cosmo Wanda 3-pack. They need to make more Fairly Odd Parents Funko Pops for sure. We have a Happy Joy Ren and Stimpy right here. Some Pop Digital stuff with like Superhero Tommy, Vlad Plasmius from Danny Phantom, Superhero Chucky. We have Ember McLean right here from Danny Phantom. Also, original Danny Danny Phantom, some Blue's Clues in here with Blue and Steve with the handy dandy notebook. We have Arnold Slimed. We have some Rocket Power Pops with Reggie and Otto, Jimmy Neutron, and then over here is going to be some more SpongeBob stuff. It's going to be kind of hard to show off. Original SpongeBob, weightlifting SpongeBob. I'll see if I can kind of sneak in here so you can see him a little bit better. Doodle Bob, Krusty Krab Pizza. We also have Mermaid Man and Barnacle Boy. But like I said, everything behind here is going to be more Nickelodeon. And then this is just, I don't know, random stuff. If you guys want to see, I have a bunch of Haunted Mansion Pops that are back in there. Some Disney and things. Like, there's no rhyme or reason to this bottom shelf. Well, by golly, guys, I hope you packed some snacks for that. That was a pretty long video. I showed you pretty much everything that I have in my collection. You guys will have to let me know down in the comment section below. Do you have anything that I showed off in my collection, in your collection? Let me know, guys, in the comment section below if you want to see more collection videos like this one as well. And just in case, be sure to subscribe so you don't miss out on any future videos like this one here. Appreciate you guys sticking through this video. You guys are awesome and the best. Like always, remember to be kind to one another. Always promote positivity. I will see you in the next video. Catch you guys later.